Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Let's do this thing. Welcome back. Or, if you're a first time watcher, welcome to the famous bar. Brought to you by Geek and the Geek. I'm not sure how to start this one. Like the shirt? If you like the shirt, go watch girls play, buy their merch, watch their stuff. They're great. It's a wonderful Twitch and YouTube channel. They put on a good show. I think I got two things. I'm going to get the first one out of the way. Thinking about changing the name of the channel. I don't know if it's one of the reasons why we can't get out there. People, I don't know. It's think about changing it. Maybe call it into the famous bar to the channel. You know, powered by Geek and the Geek. The podcast will stay. The name of the podcast is going to stay the same. We don't seem to have any problem there. So I don't know. It's a thought. It's the way YouTube kind of seems to do things now. They're very kind of rigid about things, and maybe because it's called kinky, there's kinky in the title, it limits what we can do. If you have opinions, leave it down there. And hey, while you're down there, click a like, subscribe, get the little bell, get notified, you know, everything they tell you to do on other channels. Get that out of the way. This is complete. Most of this stuff is completely off my head, and I'm just kind of rambling. But got this idea watching. And I've mentioned this channel before. It's I wish I could remember her name. Of course, the wonderful web slave bunny wife will put it in the bottom to tell you, but I know it by Millennial Movie Monday, and it's got this young lady who is a millennial. She says she's 26. Family didn't watch a whole lot of movies while growing up, so she's basically going back and reacting to what are considered classics. She's done stuff like Star Wars. She's done the Indiana Jones series. She did an entire Halloween thing where she watched like Ghostbusters and The Exorcist. And just recently, she watched Steel Magnolias. And if you have not seen Steel Magnolias, please stop this video, go watch that, because it's much better than what we're doing here. But it's a movie starring Sally Fields, Dolly Parton, Olivia Dukakis. I think it's one of Julia Roberts' first movies. And it's about this small group of Southern women and them dealing with a chunk of their lives as friends. You know, you can tell they've been friends. Daryl Hannah's in it, and she kind of plays that she's us. You know, there always seems to be a character in some movies where they're supposed to be the audience. They kind of represent us as being the one that is entering the story, especially a story like this, because everybody else in the story have been friends for a very long time, and the Daryl Hannah character is the new one who basically becomes involved with their lives, basically becomes friends in this portion of said life. And it's a very good movie, and it's a string of groups of female friends bonding, being there for each other. It's a very Southern movie, I will say that, being someone who lives in the South. And it got me to thinking, and I'm going to go back, because there's actually part of this I should have said beforehand. And it links a little bit into the second video I did of this new round of videos, which is Star Wars. And I, again, still have not seen Rise of Skywalker. I'm a very bad geek. I know this. But there's part of me, and basically I have a bad habit of getting into the side of fandom I really shouldn't be into, because I don't do these kind of videos, but I watch these kind of videos. Talking about, just the wrong side of fandom, but maybe that's not even what I need to say. But there was a lot of talk as the new series was going. It's the whole shipping community thing. About shipping, people wanted, calling Finn and Poe boyfriends. They're going to make a great couple. And with all this talk, there was part of me, and I know all of, I'm not saying there shouldn't be, and, representation, I'll learn to speak someday, is important. But to me, in this situation, because you basically see them very close, very fast, Finn is the one that helps Poe out when he gets captured. They create a very strong relationship. And to me, did not want, and again, not seeing Skywalker, I don't know how it things, and if this even becomes a point, but as a point of people talking about it, made me think about it, and I did not want them to be a couple, and not because oh, you're homophobic, you're an asshole. No, my main thing is, and I see it a lot in the shipping community, and I see it a lot in people, the way they treat some male characters as they get close. Saw it in Lord of the Rings, the way people talked about Frodo and Sam. Things like that. And it makes it seem like, and again, this is just my impression, I'm not saying this is what's going on, this is that it seems like that for men to be close, they must be attracted to each other. They must be a couple, or at least be sexually attracted to me. And to meld the two together of basically Steel Magnolias and what I've just started, what I just figured about, is it got me thinking about male bonding movies, and how and please, if I'm wrong, tell me in the questions, but to my recollection, unless it's a war-based movie, and Star Wars, the Lord of the Rings, because Tolkien's made one of the things about Tolkien's work is he was about how men who are in combat together do become very that camaraderie that comes to the men in combat, and how they get closer to they watch each other back, that kind of thing, how the struggle brings them closer. But there's, to my recollection, and I may not see in a lot of movies, but I know about a lot of movies, there doesn't really seem to be a male Steel Magnolias, or Fried Green Tomatoes, or Sisters of the Traveling Pants. Basically, movies where you have a group of men who aren't under an extraordinary situation, such as, I'm a former stormtrooper and you're an Alliance spy, and I must help you, because I've had a change of heart for whatever reason. or we've become close because we've had to take this ring and destroy it, or save the world from a great evil. Like Steel Magnolias, it's it's them coming together. I mean, you don't really have what? God, now it's Deborah Winger, Jack Nicholson's in it. In terms of endearment, you know, is there where and I think we're getting shortchanged as men because we're not cold creatures. I mean, we do when we're together. We do, depending on your relationship. You have close friends. You're going to talk about close things. Men go through the same stuff that the same kind of stuff, but we don't see it we don't see it on film. I mean, going back to Steel Magnolias, you have Tom Skerritt, who is the only main male lead, who's married to Sally Field's character, who is dealing with the, spoiler alert for a movie from the 80s. He's dealing with the death of his daughter too, but you don't really see him getting help dealing with it. Sally Fields has this core of, and I know it's about her, but it would be nice to see kind of, male friendship without it having to have overtones of something else. I would like to say, I would love to see a male Steel Magnolias, or, something like that about men dealing, I think maybe the closest thing we get to is Diner. Yeah, I mean, it's, and if I was a writer, yeah, I could go out and do it myself and have but I'm not a writer. I'm not someone that can put this stuff out, but it would be nice to see, the male side of a Steel Magnolias. But then again, you're going to get the joke always just a bunch of men talking around, drinking beer and talking about boobs. No. It, we do talk, you do talk sports, you do talk stuff, but, there's life. It's all about life and dealing with stuff, and it would be not kind of nice to see, a male view of it, in this situation. I mean, I'm not trying to say, oh, we have it so bad. It just, again, if representation matters, I want to see a sappy male movie. I want to see some guys dealing with the coming together and dealing with a guy another man's grief. Or just getting through life, dealing with his divorce, dealing with there is another one where you get to see the male side of it. Is also Kramer versus Kramer, which I saw as a kid. I actually went to the theater and saw that for some reason. 70s was a weird time for kid movies and stuff because kids weren't always looked at right. I wish I could remember the name of that book. There's a great book about the Gen X generation and how we basically became kind of a forgotten generation. How we were the ones that had to deal with our parents who were became liberated and decided to do their own things, and latchkey kids and stuff that at this point no parent would put their kids through now. Going home and having going home to an empty house, because your parent has to work, and the rule that no friends in there. That got broke a lot, but no, I'm just digressing. But yeah, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Because I would like to see, something like that. Again, I've said that already. I'm starting to talk in circles. if you know of movies that fit that genre, please, again, put them down there. I will go and watch them. Or maybe it will spark a memory of seeing these. And this is not a commendation if they did become a couple, that whatever. But it to me, it's maybe it's because I know too much about shipping and watching some of this stuff, because it seems like every time there's male characters, they have to be shipped as gay. I don't know. When you come when you're married to a shipper. I don't think that's about it. I'm talking in circles. It's just something I wanted to get out. So again, if you liked it, if you hated it, bell, subscription, thumb. Go visit the people I've talked about. I love this shirt. So watch girls play. You put out a good product. Because there won't be any more kinky. We did have Kinky and the Geek products, but no, I think we bought them. Maybe if the channel gets bigger. Whatever. So, with that said, be good. Be good at it.